Hi there, this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, and welcome to another episode of my Eurekas in a row, where I talk about my Masters of Cinema Blu-rays and see how many consecutive spine numbers I have. In this episode I have 3. Now I'll be honest, these are 3 films that I've only watched once, so I can't really make too much of a judgment on them. But again, you can play along at home and see how many of these you've seen or you have. So this is going to be spine numbers 96 to 98. So we'll start in Japan, which is always a good place to start, with spine number 96. And this is Senju Suzuki's Youth of the Beast, with the wonderful Shishido Joe. This is from 1963, and this is, I would put it almost in the category of Branded to Kill and Tokyo Drifter, as one of Suzuki's more entertaining and somewhat offbeat Yakuza films. This is a Blu-ray and DVD, as the earlier MOCs were. Again, you get a nice booklet. So this isn't quite as insane as Branded to Kill and Tokyo Drifter, but it does have elements that are fairly offbeat, will we say. Again, another great performance from Joe, but this I thought this actually had Takakura Ken in it, but it doesn't. So this is film 28 out of Suzuki's 40. I have seen a bunch of them, but nowhere near 40. Again, this is a bit like the Yakuza version of Yojimbo, made 2 years earlier, of course, where Shishido Joe is essentially playing Sanjuro. There's 2 Yakuza mobs, and he kind of plays, or tries to play them both against each other. It's a lot of fun. As with most Suzuki films, it's only about an hour and a half. It rattles along at wonderful speed. It's colourful, it is in colour. There's some black and white sections as well. But again, it is very energetic and dynamic. As far as extras, there's not a lot. There's just an interview with Tony Raines, which of course is always entertaining, and there's new improved subtitles. So another fun Suzuki film from the 60s. So we go from a colourful Suzuki film from Japan to a silent film from 1929 by G.W. Pabst from Germany. This is Diary of a Lost Girl with Louise Brooks. Obviously more famous for Pandora's Box, which was just before this film. To be honest, I can't actually remember that much about it, apart from it starts from the very depths of human despair, and Louise Brooks goes on a journey of discovery. So unfortunately I can't actually tell you much about this because I can't actually remember much about it. Again, it's a Blu-ray DVD combo, and again it has a nice booklet with images. It's actually fairly stacked as Godzilla comes into the screen. As you can see, or as you cannot see, this one has an essay, there's meetings with perhaps there's an interview with Louise Brooks, so there's lots of nice extras in the booklet. Again, there's German intertitles with optional English subtitles, so if you can speak German, you're perfectly alright. There's a new video essay by David Cairns on the Blu-ray, and of course David Cairns is always excellent. It's 113 minutes, and as I said, because I've only watched it once, I can't actually tell you that much about it. All I would say is Pandora's Box is better. And then from 1924, so 5 years earlier, because as we know, Eureka, one of the best things they do is the silent film work. So this is spine number 98, and it's the Douglas Fairbanks version of The Thief of Baghdad, directed by Raoul Walsh. This is 149 minutes long, so it is fairly epic. Again, I've only watched this once. This has a feature-length commentary by Fairbanks biographer Geoffrey Vance, and there's a 17-minute featurette, Fairbanks and Fantasy, which includes behind-the-scenes photography from the shoot. Again, it's a Blu-ray and DVD, and again there's a nice little booklet. Raoul Walsh, another eye patch wearing director. The film looks wonderful. Again, from a 1924 film, Eureka just do such a great job on these silent films. Again, can't really remember that much about it. I'll probably get criticised, but I'm not actually a huge fan of the other version of The Thief of Baghdad either. Even with Michael Powell doing a section. I rewatched that relatively recently, because it used to be on once a month on a Sunday afternoon pretty much, and despite Conrad Veidt and Michael Powell, it's not great in my opinion, and this one's not either, but it's certainly worth watching. Again, 149 minutes is probably too long, but there is some style and flash to it, and it's certainly a familiar story that we kind of all know, but certainly worth a look. So I'm being honest, certainly two of them I wouldn't necessarily recommend you go out and buy if you can find them, but as there's a whiteout, I mean allegedly snow is coming in the next week or so in Britain, so we've just had some snow early here, but certainly Youth of the Beast by Suzuki is well worth checking out. Another seminal Shishido Joe performance, and it has plenty of zest and gusto. So thanks very much for watching. apologies for the blizzard. Please let me know if you've seen any of these 3 films, and if you have them on Eureka Masters of Cinema, and hopefully you'll join me again for another episode of my Eurekas in a row. This is Solitary Ronan from Solitary Ronan Films, saying farewell.